Good morning. It's time for your morning latte. Hey guys. If you guys have been doing well these past couple of days, I've been streaming a lot lately, and it's very taxing. Um, but there's also good games to play, and I'm more than happy to. I don't know. I'm more than happy to be here and play games, I guess is what I'm saying. Let me just adjust my volume because I forgot to turn that down. Anyway, today we're doing ARKNIGHTS EX stages for the new event. Can't remember what it's called. I want to let you guys know first before we do anything. This stream is replacing our usual Friday stream. That's to say, I'm streaming today and not tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going outside. And there's no other day that it works out for, so I had to. I'm sorry to cancel on you guys, but I hope that this makes up for it. Yeah. Yep. That's all there is to say about that. In the meantime, what else is there? I've been pulling on the. I've been using my free pulls every single day for lapplalter, and it's not been going well. I don't know. I was kind of holding out hope. That we would get her with the free pulls, but ooh, 800. Maybe it's a sign. Yeah, I was kind of holding out hope that maybe, you know, she'll come home to us soon, but I don't know. 178 pulls in. I don't know. It's not looking so good for me. Only 122 rolls to claim. You say. I don't know. But there's no other way to start aside from trying our best. Yeah, okay, I knew it was hopeless anyway. I'm wondering if I should do my my single pull headhunts. Oh wait, it's monthlies actually, monthly reset. Which means we actually get to do a couple of more pulls. Now, I don't know if I'll save these for Thorns or if I'll just use them today. But, it's hard either way. I don't know. I always wonder when these ones reset. Is it these ones? No, it's these, isn't it? Yeah. They never tell us when they reset, so I just kind of have to check every so often, but I don't know. How many days left are on the banner? May 8th? We get free pulls every single day till then, right? Right? limited head hunting, cumulative rolls, whatever. That's a lot of words that I don't really feel like reading right now, so I think we get free polls every single day. Hold on. May 7th is last day for free polls? Yeah, okay. So we still have about a week, so it's probably fine. So if I don't get her until May 7th, well, we have a week. We have a week left. What else is there I was thinking about? We'll probably release the next part of the ARKNIGHTS stuff this weekend as well on Sunday again, as I did last time. So please look forward to that as well. I kind of forgot about it a little bit, but because this last week has been a little bit busy. But I remember this time, so I'll release that when the time comes. And I don't think there's anything else, so let's just get into the gaming part of today, yeah? I feel like... Right, I haven't done these either. I am really shocked this event is like 3 weeks long. That's really crazy to me. I think this is the longest event we've had. Oh wait, it's not out yet? Wait, when is it out? Opens after 4 p.m. This is our 5.5. I see. I don't remember how long they usually are. I feel like this one was longer than normal. But also, I can't believe I forgot about this. I was thinking about this and planning today's stream. I was like, oh yeah, when is the EX stages open? Because I can't stream them tomorrow. I did not realize that they are. I did not realize it takes another 4 hours or 2 hours. Right, 2 hours? That's kind of awkward. Do I just do I cut the stream here? Come back in 2 hours? I feel kind of awkward about that. I don't know. I don't really want to do that. Dang, now I have to reschedule some stuff. Okay. The other option I was gonna stream today was Endless Zone 0. But I don't really think I should. I don't really think I should now today because I've blundered so badly. Any paradox left? That's what we're looking for. I do also have. Yeah, I do get that. I don't know why it gave me that notification there. Can unlock this operator record, which I haven't read, by the way. I wonder if I should get people to voice act for the operator records. Let me guys know that's something you'd be interested in because I haven't read any of them. And I guess it'd give me a chance to like showcase a bunch of actors, which would be kind of cool, right? Xivia overpassed. Dorothy. I forgot that there's a button to press that like sorts them by paradoxes that you have to do. But it's a bit too late for that now. I'm already here and we're just unlocking stuff. Okay, I think what we'll do here, we'll do today, we'll have a bit of a shorter stream and then I'll put the exact like, I don't know, thumbnail and stuff later on. I don't know. I don't really want to stream at 4 p.m. Because if I do that, if I stream at like 4 p.m, that means I get to eat, I'll eat dinner kind of late. And I don't like, I don't like eating dinner kind of late. Maybe I'll save it for this weekend. Maybe this weekend I'll stream ARKNIGHTS. And then I guess we'll skip my stream today. I don't know. We'll have like a really short one, like 30 minutes kind of vibe. I guess it helps actually. If we do these streams next week on like the Wednesday, on the last day, we get like the Lapland like standard poll or the free polls. Right? That makes our good final stream, right? Typical latte shenanigans, god. Oh, why am I like this? Oh. This keeps happening. Anyway. It could be worse. That's what I'm telling myself. It could be worse. We'll have a short stream doing paradox simulations. I guess it doesn't. I guess the thumbnail today doesn't really indicate that we're doing any special stages. So we'll just hang out here and we'll talk about stuff, I guess, and hang out and yeah. yeah, that's really a good time. Yep. Yep. Anyway. I didn't realize Lessing got a paradox simulation though. That's kind of surprising. I barely know what he does. He definitely seems like one of those guys that exists. Do we have to use hibiscus as well? Just to keep him alive? I don't know. Seems like a really bizarre character if you ask me. But yeah, no, that's a little bit awkward. Now I have to every time I blunder, I have to stream again to make up for it. I'm not extroverted enough for this line of work. There you go. Although I don't really spend a lot of time talking about like VTuber stuff on this channel because why would you think about other VTubers, right? When you're here with me. But it seems that this week has been extremely how do I say, traumatic for a lot of VTuber fans. Alright? I usually kinda like stay far away from like any drama that's been happening, but like there's been a couple of like really major HoloLive graduations recently. And then like if you're not a HoloLive fan, like you're also suffering because there's other issues that's been happening in like the other part of the Western world. VTuber side, like man, it's a really tough time, huh? Hey LP, it's good to see you again. I'm doing pretty good. I can't say about everyone else though. April got hands. What a terrible time to be alive. And like, I don't know. It does feel like a lot of the pillars, I guess, of early VTubing are kind of falling down. Like people have been saying like VTubing is like getting too much of a becoming too much of a gimmick kind of vibe. And like I do kind of see it. And especially now, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a difficult industry to be in. It's very expensive in terms of upfront costs if you don't know how to create stuff yourself. And it's also like, I don't know, a lot of people that define the generation of VTubing is like, they're moving on with their lives now. Which VTuber, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I don't really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Let's not think about the VTuber from last week. Yeah, let's not talk too much about specifics here, right? I don't want to get involved into any controversy in particular. But I do think it's like I think it's really difficult to be a content creator, right? Especially if you're like not even a content creator, like it's difficult to be a famous person in general. I can say this because I'm not famous, right? Because you feel like the weight of like all these expectations and all that, right? Oh my god. Sorry, that's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, no, it's like, I guess like if you're really influential in your circle, it's like you have a lot of people who are relying on you, right? And then it's hard to make your own decisions sometimes, like if you're graduating and all that. It feels a little bit uncomfortable to do that when everyone's watching you, right? I'm sure. So I feel a lot of sympathy for the people who have to graduate, but I think a lot of them manage to live on pretty well beyond that, right? You're my paradox of sis. You're welcome. And then like for people who have done like bad things, I think it's also hard because how do I say, like, not that I think it's okay to do bad things, but it's really hard when you make the conscious decision to be a bad person, because you end up like isolating yourself from everyone, even if it's all private, right? Like I think everyone has like, how do I say, everyone has gossiped a little bit. I've gossiped a little bit behind people's backs, albeit probably not to the same extent. And I think it's really difficult when this sort of thing comes to light and you kind of lose all of the people you care about, right? I think it's really hard. Not that I don't know. I think there was a lot of bad things happening with that one particular situation. Banned versus orchestra will make it through. Wait, I wanna level her up. Wait, why is it taking me directly to the simulation? I just wanted to give her like 20, 30 levels. 40. Anyway, I just think it was a lot of things. Like, it's hard to be on the internet. Everyone has a lot of feelings that kind of get blown out of proportion. Alright.
I look so dashing when I'm on
April's want to be celebrated 2 times this year. Hey, speaking of, we're using April today, huh? But yeah, no, I think it's hard. I think being online is hard. You can't. It's really awkward, you know. Scratch his head. God, I hope I never become famous. That'd be really terrible for me, I think. I think I'd be really bad at dealing with it. Oh? Oh, no, okay, I see. I understand now. Remember when you make a big latte? I really don't think I will. I don't think how do I say? I don't feel like I fit the mold of somebody who could become famous. Especially when chronically online. Yeah, and I mean... I don't know, I think conversations are hard to inject nuance into, and I think things that you should discuss privately should be discussed privately. Although there is nuance to that as well. I don't know, man. If I were to make like a long essay about this, I would, but I'm not going to, because I don't care enough. I just think that it's very difficult to be a person when all eyes are on you, because you kind of like lose sight of a lot of things. Quit longer incoming. You really stream sometimes, so that checks out. Yeah. I stream to the degree that I am able to, and I think that's good enough. I think that's all that matters. It's very difficult to be a person, true. Especially when you consider that, like, most people who are famous, like whether it's in like VTubing spaces or otherwise, are like barely through half their lives. Like, dude, that 20-year-old celebrity, like, no wonder they got into controversy. They're practically an infant. Like, they've lived through so little of their lives. I don't know. I think it's so hard. I think it's so hard. Lot is a million fans and one of them touch fans. Means I have no more. Wait, don't say it like that. That means I'll like know when you die, right? That means I'll know when you die. Get these whippersnappers off my lawn. I just think it's like, I don't know. I think it's really weird to have these people who have barely experienced anything in their lives and have barely learned, like, I don't want to say like barely learned empathy, but like it's cute. I don't know, people who have like barely learned, I guess, like how to human, right? And then giving them like the spotlight and then having thousands or hundreds of thousands of people watching them on a daily basis. That's excruciating, no? Anyway, I have a lot of things that I think about that. I think young celebrities are a mistake. Yeah, I mean, yeah. there's a lot of like, there's a lot of problems with like celebrity culture in general as well. That we could get into today. I don't think I will. But it's just like the stuff that's been happening lately online. I'm just like, wow, what a time it is to be alive. And I do also wonder a little bit, about when like big, like major VTubing like guys, I guess, graduate.
Yes.
What happens to their fans, right? Especially if they're like the kind that streams all the time. Whoa, May, could you please do something? I heard money changes people, is it true? And like money brings out the true selves. I don't necessarily believe that. I think it's like, you have to also consider most people who are celebrities are not very rich, right? Like, obviously your average movie star is a little bit richer than your normal celebrity, but like if you like fucking, I need like an example of somebody who's like a famous celebrity but doesn't exploit people for money as much. That's kind of hard. 90% of fans will move on to the next thing. Holy diehards will find the reincarnation. Yeah, so it's like, what is the next thing, right? I've never really heard, like, I don't really see a lot of people, I guess, who are just like, oh yeah, I was a diehard Sarah's Fauna fan, and now I'm, and now I'm a fan of what's the name that's not Brandon that I can mention. It's like I've never heard someone like, oh, I'm a Sarah's Fauna fan, and I'm here with Latte because my Oshi died, right? I've never seen anything like that. I'm not saying that they should come here. I think that'd be kind of weird, actually. I don't think I'm anything like them. I'm a chocolate latte fan. Good thing for you that I don't stream enough to ever burn out. Keanu Reeves? Yeah, like most celebrities aren't that rich. Like, oh, like Keanu Reeves is that. He is really famous and he's got a lot of money, but he's not like he's only got like a couple $1 million in bank, I'm sure. I've kind of lost my train of thought now. Right, back to the money changes people. I think any drastic change in anything will change you as a person. Chump change, am I right? Yeah, but it's not like filthy rich, you know? Like, you're heckin' average entrepreneur. Not average entrepreneur, but like, you know, 10% of entrepreneurs, which is quite a lot, could make $1 million within like a couple of years. He gives away a lot of his fortune though. Yeah, like that is true. And so he's probably less than a millionaire as a result. I don't know. I don't follow the finances of these famous people. I had Fall Vega chocolate kisses over 4 years, so yeah, I'm a fan. You know what? Hell yeah. I totally agree with that. If you've ever eaten chocolate, you know, you're automatically subscribed to this channel. That's just the law. Let's do some of the fireworks stuff here. Well, since I haven't done all those. Take something now, you have diabetes. Well, you know what? Could be worse. It could be, heck, I don't know. What's worse than diabetes? Could be cancer. Well, that's another one. Sorry, I can't read this. Hello, new creator. What are we doing today? It's nice to meet you. Although I would argue I'm a quite old of a creator. Hey, Audrey's good to see you again. These stages are not open. I actually blundered really badly, and I thought they were, so that's why we're here playing mini games instead. Could be worse. All your VTuber Oshis could have trouble this year. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They should open in 4 or 5 hours. I thought they opened in 2 hours, like an hour and a half. You can always do some IS in the meantime. We're working on it. How do I say that? Yeah. Also, I'm kind of stupid sometimes, so please bear with me. I have no clue what's happening. Is it even worth using these? I don't know. I don't know with the time zone. Oh, nice, awesome. So it could realistically be like 4 hours, huh? That's great. Love to hear that. Y'all, I might be stupid. There you go. What was I saying? I keep getting sidetracked. I keep getting sidetracked. I was talking about like I don't know, being famous is kind of hard. This actually, ow! I hit my desk, and now my fingers hurt. Actually, they hurt. It's not that they hurt. I hit like a nerve, and now they're like completely numb. Money changes people. I think any big change changes people. I got 2 people in chat saying hi, and that already changed the entire vibe of the chat. That's all I'm saying. You heard your brain to the puzzle. Feel so numb. I have become so numb. I can feel you there. That's not the right one. What else was I thinking in my brain? I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to be alive. I bumbled the lyrics of a classic. It's okay. I only found out about the song. Okay, really embarrassing stuff, guys. You guys can't tell other people about this. But I'm like very famously living under. I guess I can't say very famously because I'm very not famous, but it's very well known among the real latte watchers that I know functionally nothing about pop culture, and this is relevant because I actually only found out about the song "Numb" like 2 to 3 years ago when a heckin' K-pop group, like a niche K-pop group, they're no longer a niche, but a niche K-pop group covered the song. Yeah, so what can I say? I don't think there is anything to say, really. Yup. Truly amazing latte. Is it amazing, or is it just being like, I don't know, like an edgy freak, right? Like at some point it's gotta be like intentional, right? Because I was born and raised in Canada. Like there's gotta be a point where it's like actively not seeking out these classic experiences that everyone has just to be edgy, right? At some point it's gotta be like that. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me, but I won't admit it. Fellow Canadian? Yeah. Canada's pretty popular nowadays, don't you know? Like a lot of famous people are coming out as being Canadian. I say that as if it's like I say that as if it's like you have to come out to be Canadian. But I do feel like there's a lot of like popular influencers and stuff who are on the internet like, yeah, no, I'm from Toronto, and I'll be like, dang, I live kind of near Toronto. Everyone's around Toronto, right? It's like, wow, I bet I could walk down the street and I could see like my favorite TikTok influencer. I don't know any TikTok influencers walking on the street. Canada keeps exporting VTubers. It is actually really weird how there's a lot of Canadian VTubers, isn't it? Like proportionally compared to like relative to the size of like the population, right? Like I would say that's kind of something. What else is there that we can do today? I've done that. I guess I could do IS, but it'll take like an hour, but I think it's fine. Did you ever see Trudeau in the streets? No, Trudeau is mostly in Ottawa. And actually, I think like all the government officials are mostly in Ottawa, like the federal government guys are in Ottawa. And Ottawa's kind of far. IS is fun, I'd watch it. Alright, you guys get to sit here and watch me play IS while I yap like a lot. You want to say to the same restaurant as Trudeau? Like at the same time, or what? Although I guess like if you're a political figure, you probably travel a lot, so that probably helps. 5-star operators will already be promoted when recruited. I'll take that. I'd get patted down before I got to hours. Damn! That's kind of awesome. I feel like I've had this experience where it's like, oh shoot, like is that someone we know? Is that someone like kind of famous? I know I went to like heckin' Animate North one time, and one of my buddies saw a streamer, I think, maybe. And they're just like, oh shoot, is that X streamer? And I was like, maybe. I'm not making a good case for myself. But yeah, no, I feel like Toronto would probably be one of the places to go to if you wanted to see someone famous. You know, next to like Las Vegas and like Florida somewhere probably. Who do I use for casters? Let's bring... Is Logos cheating? I'm bringing Logos because I don't care enough. Canada's the Disneyland of VTubers. I feel like most Canadian VTubers come from like Vancouver though. Logos is cheating? Oh. The cheating Nayas is only winning? I appreciate your faith in me. Because I certainly don't have any. I mean, okay, you know what? I think I deserve to cheat with this lineup. With this lineup, I think I deserve it a little bit. Laptop is cheating. Yeah, I don't know. I think don't bring Walter like I do. I bring Walter sometimes. I do all the time. Yeah, as long as you win. As long as you win, it's fine, alright? But yeah, no, so I feel like Vancouver, which is like very, like all the way on the west coast, produces more VTubers. Like I'm pretty sure most of the big VTubers are all from Vancouver. Which is a little bit weird. I feel like most like, how do I say, like normie celebrities, like TikTok influencers are all in Toronto. A great title, thank you. I don't have anything to say for myself. I was just thinking last night, like, wow, it's such a nice day today. Quebec VTuber won. I don't think you'd watch a Quebec VTuber if they even came out because they had a French accent. Not to say there's anything bad about French accents, I just think that there's like, how do I say? People tend to hate the French, right? Is no one cheating if there's no one allowed to call you out? True. Duns from Ottawa, the place is honestly too boring to be for a content creator to be. Yeah, I have a... Can I say that? I have a buddy that went to the University of Ottawa and then he was telling me like, dude, it's so boring there. The public transit's garbage. There's literally like nothing except like shawarmas. Shawarma and like bad noodles. Right? And he was like, yeah, no, it's so nice to be back. It's so nice to be back here where we have actual like Asian supermarkets. Hell yeah, shawarma. I like shawarma too, but I can imagine it being kind of like bad if you had too much of it. This is 3 load bearing operators. There you go. Recruit a specialist operator. Oh god. I kind of do not feel like it, so let's just bring Jay. Just say français to say. I did not know that you'd be. I did not know that you were French, Audrey. That's my bad. I just feel. I feel like though a lot of how do I say? Everyone hates the Quebecois. Right? Like the heckin' French people hate the Quebecois. English-speaking Canadians hate the Quebecois. The only allies that the Quebecois have are heckin' Nova Scotians. I think. One of our MPs wants her to get Ottawa to be called the shawarma capital of Canada. That's funny. I did not realize there's that many. How do I do this? Able to do that. So yeah, Canada's in a rough place. I think especially rough in Canada. That's not the right character. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Well, that's not fine. I think the worst part of oh, J Clutch, holy heck! Oh, Locust is eating away at this thing. Lost my train of thought already. Give me a moment, guys. It'll come back. Oh, it's fine. Shortly. Yeah, we're fine. It's fine. Took a little bit of work, but it's fine. I met people from Quebec because of the tourist attractions I worked at, and they were nice people. There's also a friend of mine loves these cowboys Fingan. I have no clue what a Fingan is, but that's kind of exciting actually. I'll tell the right one made it much clear. Well, it's too late now. Unfortunately, it's a lot late. It's a lot too late now. I would say the English side hates Quebecois people more than the French-speaking people. That's probably fair. Like my phone ever in the level period. That's kind of funny. These receive this arc to actually motivate me to do IS again. That's what I'm saying. I hope they have like a more optimized version of it because it's kind of annoying. I don't know. I think a lot of the keybinds are a little annoying. Okay, let's use one of these things. Or discard. Oh no, I can use them, right? Am I stupid? Hold on. But one of the main reasons, a little bit of a Canadian politics lesson for you guys, about why Canadians hate, why most English-speaking Canadians hate the Quebecois. Historically, there has been like this one political party of the US, or not USA, the Canada, whose only political goal is to get Quebec to separate as its own country. That's literally its only I mean, it's also very far right-wing, right? And that's like a whole different story. But its primary political motivator is that it wants Quebec to separate from the rest of Canada to become its own country. And it's hilarious. But in this most recent election, it actually managed to win 3rd place. It actually won 3rd place in terms of like all our political parties. We have like 5 that are kind of relevant. So like Texas, yeah, but like America runs on a 2-party system. So it's like like, well, okay. Let's use that. So, that's why most English-speaking Canadians hate the Quebecois. It is also like a little bit weird, right? Like, I don't know, like from a standpoint of like, it doesn't really make sense to carve out a giant piece of your country in the middle of the country and then have the rest of it be part of the same country. I don't know. Logistically, it seems a bit weird. 2 more toil and your mind will be fractured. Well, can't have that happen to us. Guess we'll use it. Please return to the main map first. Process the burn in mind. Oh well. Happens. With every move you make. Okay, that's fine. It's fine if my mind's burdened. It's fine. It's not like you need your brain anyway to do things. Promote specialist. S3 region of medics. I don't really want any of these. Let's do that. I know, yeah, Canada's political system is also definitely in a mess right now, so it's like, it definitely feels like the world's getting to a very bizarre, weird place. Methinks. Random collectible. 1 extra inspire after battle if you use inspire as the battle started. Isn't that bad? Didn't I just get one? Reconstructible. That's not the right button. I want to refresh the node. Encounter? Oh boy, thank you. Black Beast clamps his jaws on its prey's throat. I get Doodle of Hope. Emergency ops no longer appear when refreshing nodes. Oh, but I like them. Oh, wonders affects the encounter nodes though. My mind is already burdened, so what's a little bit more exactly? A 20% attack. More often when refreshing nodes. Triggers wonder effects in encounter nodes. Okay, they all wonder effects in wish fulfilled. Oh, I don't like combat, so let's just take the land of wishes. And then safe house. I guess I'll take the safe house. Squad size limit, max hope. Let's take squad size limit. No, sorry, life point limit? Did I take life point limit? I did, right? I did. I totally did. Right. Whatever. Anyway, thinking too hard's kind of difficult. We did a lot of thinking earlier today. Did a lot of discussion. It's back to turning my brain off. On and off switch. Anyway. I haven't looked at any of these. I haven't done like this IS at all since the last time we streamed IS, which is like months ago when this mode first came out. So I don't know any of these maps. I really kind of just flying by the seat of my pants, as they say. We got new maps too with the expansion. Oh, exciting! ARKNIGHTS is too complicated. My brain's too small for this game. Although, okay. I'm gonna start spitting some controversial opinions. Because that's what these streams are for. Gonna try out and lose options, not a big deal. Exactly. But a controversial opinion, I know. Sorry to make you guys worry. But I was talking with a friend recently, and I was basically this kind of started when I saw a Twitter post, which is a terrible way to start a sentence like ever. But it all started when I saw a Twitter post, and people were saying basically how Wuwa didn't really have a very strong fandom. I'm not saying that's my opinion because I don't know anything about it, right? But that is the post that I saw, and then because I was curious, I went into the comments to find out more, and it turns out that a lot of people agree that like, at least in terms of like fan art or discussion or like lore or like character analysis or art again, there just isn't as much as when you compare to like maybe some other gacha games, right? Obviously, the only things in my mind right now are like the big three Hek and Hoyo games. There's also, I mean, I guess Nikki also has a really prominent fan base, right? And I was just like thinking about that because I saw, hold on, 50 command EXP. Sure, we'll take that. Can't use multiple, can I? I heard the latest Nikki update didn't go so well. We can talk about that in a moment because I have a lot of thoughts about that. I enjoyed it for what I saw, but there is more issues beyond that. What are we discussing? Right now we're discussing basically like fandom and gacha games because that's what I was like thinking about recently. Can I like, if I discard this? Oh, I just discarded. Okay, never mind. Never doing that again. Glaucus? 9-color deer? No, let's bring a virtuoso. Let's bring a stainless with us. Anyway, so I saw a discussion a while back. Basically talking about how fan bases with more men, I guess, like how do I say, media that has a larger male fan base like tends to have less resources for fans. I guess is how I'd describe it. Virtuoso and Logos would have synergized well, but I wanted to bring the cat. I'll bring Virtuoso next time though, it's okay. And so like this is like a really, I think this is a really weird thing to discuss because I feel like it's not something that I guess is intuitive. I don't know. Sorry, I gotta like organize my thoughts because I feel like this can be kind of controversial. Because I feel like a lot of people don't like the idea that like, oh, your fan base is, I don't know, the idea like, oh, your fan base is worse, but that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that like I feel like fan bases with a lot of women have a lot of stuff created for them, right? If we look at the if we look at the number of fan fictions under Genshin Impact, there's a lot. There's a lot. And I think it is in part because of how many women like the game. What are we doing today? We're doing some ARKNIGHTS. Yeah. Sorry, let me take a look. Ally operator, SP every 1.3 seconds. Attack increased, attack all block enemies. Device visit granted MPS, but HP loss is doubled. Ally operator attack. We'll take this one then. I lied, you don't need that. Anyway. That's been on my mind lately because I was because I was looking at the ARKNIGHTS. Like I was looking for stuff for ARKNIGHTS, right? Because I needed like an ace ship kind of vibe thing, right? And we only really have ace ship for like meta stuff, I guess, right? But ace ship is kind of dead, and there's like mirrors for it, and that's a long story about that. But then if you look at another game that's like a lot newer, for example, like Nikki, there's resources for like the most meta outfits for Nikki. There's resources for like looking for outfit inspirations. There's a whole social media site dedicated to posting like outfits and stuff, and I don't really see that as often for things like ARKNIGHTS. I mean, ARKNIGHTS has like a resource calculator, but I think that's also really dead now. I don't know. And I don't see like nearly as much fan art. All I heard as a woman and are disturbing. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think it's just that something about it, like maybe the way that we're like socialized, women are more inclined to create stuff. This is for ARKNIGHTS, you're better off looking to Chinese side. And that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I feel like CN side also tends to be more creator focused, right? Or creatively focused. I don't know, like maybe like I think like it's like I don't know, fan bases for like fan bases that are full of men in the Western world, I guess is probably a better way to say it. I feel like have a very specific, I don't know. My brain's like wiggling. It's kind of hard. In English, AO3 has slowed down significantly in recent months. I don't follow ARKNIGHTS AO3 at all because I haven't. Well, that's fair. I haven't really followed anything in ARKNIGHTS AO3. I didn't really feel like there's anything that was like interesting for me. You see them, their spreadsheets and whatnot. Yeah. I don't know. It was just like something that was like in my brain again recently because of this one thing I saw online a while back, and I don't really know how to like verbalize it or communicate this idea well. Because it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like a weird idea to think about. Cause like I don't know. I feel like ARKNIGHTS is pretty popular, like globally, right? It's just. This is terrible. Can I just end it here? I think I deserve it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's not like ARKNIGHTS is small out here, right? There's still a lot of fans of ARKNIGHTS. I just don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's a very strong community, I guess. This one may be one of the new bad masks. I don't think I've ever encountered this one. How do you even play that one unless you have like thorns? The melee character who can mountain, right? I don't know how you play that. I'm just well. That's that. Bait with gravel is a good one. Probably. If I remembered I had gravel, that'd be nice. I just don't. I keep forgetting I have her because I don't use her all that often. It sure was a try. I kind of want to try it again now. Let's try it one more time while I try to figure out what I'm trying to say. And I don't use first class squad very often, so let's just use a different one. Oh my god, Walter! It's kind of hard to make content on. Most of the content's either guides or people doing niche hardcore clears. Yeah, I do think that is part of it. But it's also like, the story of ARKNIGHTS is very robust, right? Like, most people that read the story for ARKNIGHTS are just like, yeah, ARKNIGHTS has one of the best touch game stories out there, right? But the thing is, I don't feel like that's something that people think about, right? Because, like, there's a whole thing about, like, oh yeah, Ian players don't read. And, like, that's pretty dang accurate, right? And so as a result, we don't see stuff, we don't see a lot, like, fan art. We don't see, like, character analyses. I was looking, okay, one thing in particular was, I was looking for, some profile information for one of my voice actors. Right? They're just like, yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble grasping what this character is like. Right? And I was trying to look for resources on what other people were saying about this character, and I couldn't find anything. And I felt like they were a pretty popular character on release too. Not that they were good, but they were popular, right? Because they were interesting and nuanced. And I just didn't find a lot of resources on why people thought they were the way they were. And that's one thing that was, like, in my mind. And that's happened a couple of times. I've had a couple of people reach out to me saying, like, hey, could you get more information about this character, right? Noticeable one is, like, Keltsit, right? I was trying to explain to my Keltsit voice actress, like, yeah, why Keltsit is the way she is, but it doesn't feel like the information I find online. With all the reasons I've seen through, like, I've looked through Reddit, I've looked through the wikis, I've looked through, like, I don't know, other discussion things. I just haven't really seen people talk about the characters, I guess, for the sake of them being characters. There's been, like, things about, like, there has been some lore. I won't say that there isn't, but I feel like it's a lot less from what I'd expect. Right? I was talking specifically about ARKNIGHTS because that's something that's very relevant to me lately. But yeah, I mean, gameplay-wise, obviously, there is a lot of, like, gameplay content of ARKNIGHTS. I don't know. It's just, like, it's just been in my brain lately. It's just been in my brain. Response actually has a module, doesn't she, that is, like, IS specific? I can't read what it does, though. I can't read what it does. Okay, we'll do this first. Oh, never mind. Did you already get our module, though? I did, yeah. A lot of character discussion happens in forums, Discord servers, and Twitter Blue Sky, which is all terrible for archiving information in the West. I actually haven't looked at Discord, so I actually can't say anything about that. That probably is my fault. I probably could. I'll look through there and I'll reevaluate this opinion of mine. Cause I am also talking when it comes to like heckin' fandom culture. I guess like fandom culture for a lot of female-oriented media. I say female-oriented. It's not necessarily female-oriented. I wouldn't say Genshin Impact is female-oriented. But a lot of discussion for this is on, like, Twitter, for example, right? I feel like ARKNIGHTS is not very active on Twitter, huh? Like, most of the people who enjoy ARKNIGHTS would find us in some of the lore's discussing communities. Discord not posted anywhere. Yeah. Maybe it could also be, like, the way that we formulate, like, friend groups, I guess, right? Like, women tend to like being performative a little bit more. I don't say that badly, I just mean that as in we like posting things for public viewing Right, we like being perceived as a general statement, whereas I think men don't do that as often. I don't know, I think it's like a really interesting like social like phenomenon, I guess, that exists. And it just like, this is like a microcosm of the entire whole thing of it, but it's, I don't know, it's just like fascinating to me. Anyway. I'll reevaluate this opinion when I read more into it, but this is a vibe that I've gotten. People who produce lore-oriented content because it's kind of niche, especially in global. Yeah, I do kind of get that vibe. I do think most people that play Arknights global on the global servers play it for the gameplay rather than for anything else. Which is fine. I think the gameplay is pretty solid for Arknights, and it is like very unique. And it's fleshed out in a very interesting way. General on 4chan that gets lore discussion during events. Oh, I don't really know if I want to be on that side of the internet. That might be a me thing. I don't really know if I want to go there. You're one of those people? Well, you know, if you're ever interested in sharing your findings, I probably won't head there myself. But that is really interesting. It's also just like the place that you find this information, I guess, is different. Yeah. The types of communities that you build are based on the people that surround you or whatever. I don't know. Oh, the gameplay one. Oh, okay. My bad, I misunderstood. Let's use Weezadel, because I want to use her skill 2. I think her skill 2 is actually quite fun. I gotta go see you, Latte. No worries. Have a good day. Oh my god, heavy rain. Have a good day. I'll see you another time. Yeah. Okay, let's use heavy rain. Why not? I've been thinking about heavy rain lately because I've been listening to my voice actress for her. Yeah. Man, I really gotta get back to work up. Working's hard. Anyway, there's another thing I was thinking about that was like mentioned earlier. Let me just see if I can find it. All right, the Infinity Nikki things. I watched a bit because of college. How's it going? I'm doing pretty great. I hope college is going well for you. I think you're like first year or something now, right? It's kind of hard in the first year. They call it like the I don't know what they call it. But college is hard. My condolences. But yeah, no, I've been pretty much the same as always. I don't think I've changed very much. I'm still kind of controversial. I'm still talking a lot. Yeah, that seems pretty usual. Prepping for final exams. Wow, I feel like it's a little bit late for that. I feel like most of the schools I know about had exams like this last month. Yeah, I don't know. All I can say is good luck, man. Good luck. Heavy Rain is so cute. Heavy Rain is pretty cute. I do like her vibe, and I do like this artist that drew her. Isabel, please! Okay. But speaking of gacha games, let's go back to Infinity Nikki because I want to discuss that a little bit because it's in my mind. I don't know, man. I see the new AZ Ling operator in CN. No, I haven't. Which one is it? I mean, I probably have. I just don't remember. I don't really know any of the CN operators. I heard about the pity increase. It's more than that. Nikki's on hot water lately. Yeah. Yeah, Nikki is... I don't know. I like the game, right? I like the franchise is something I followed for a long time. But how do I say? There's like only so much you can like. There's so many like bad faith moves that you can do. Grace Bearer? Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've seen them then. Like, yeah, so for context, basically Infinity Nikki has this thing where you're guaranteed a 5-star piece of an outfit set every 20 pulls. And they released a set for the first time that had 11 pieces. Which basically means that the pity, like the max pity you can hit in Infinity Nikki is 220. Which is by far the most in any gacha game I've ever known. Which is like one thing that's also bad. Like the game gives you some pulls, but it's like 100 a patch or something like that. And so their release cycles are also very, very short. They try to extend the duration of one of their endgame modes, so you'd get less pulls essentially. And then like I think the most egregious part for me is that they tried to retcon the beginning of the game, right? Basically the story that we did last time, if you haven't checked out Infinity Nikki yet, the story segment that we experienced last time, first of all, it was extremely buggy. This update, because their update schedule is so short, I think they have like practically no time to QA whatsoever. And so if you guys can check my last stream, where I did Nikki, there was a lot of bugs, just like an obscene amount, right? Like that shouldn't really happen for any game ever, really. And then like from a story perspective, it doesn't seem like they know what they're doing because they had an intro prepared for the start of the game, but it seems that they've completely replaced that with what we got last, with this new update, which I think is just really silly. I think it's really silly. Kind of annoying, yeah. It's way worse for the new stuff. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Gacha game that featured exclusively gender bent versus popular men from anime and games. The last 2 days were got taken down. Yeah, that's what happens when you commit copyright infringement, I guess. But yeah, no, I had a lot of like hope and faith for Nikki because like they were in development for a while, right? The game seemed really exciting. It seemed like a big move, right, for like female-oriented games. And like it was like a very novel concept, and they did a lot of things that are cool and interesting and good. It's just that the game, I feel like, is a bit more like a cash cow rather than... It's so new too, which is really crazy to me. It's so new, but they're treating it like it's a cash cow, and that it's like an infinite money generator, and as long as they produce like minimally viable content. The entire beginning of the game for my friend who plays this pretty weird decision, I think. Yeah, right? And it changes the entire direction of the plot as well, which is... I would say that's worse. Yeah, so I don't know. This game had a lot of potential, and it was like... I felt like it was a really... I don't know, it was a really exciting shift, I guess, for open world gacha games, because it treats things very differently than most other open world gacha games do. And I don't know, I just think they flopped it really hard. I'll probably still play it for the foreseeable future, but not for any reason relating to its quality, I guess. Right? Like, I can't really explain how bad the bugs were on release, right? Like, first of all, if you didn't play in if you didn't play in EN, if you used voices that were in any other language, the voice package file just did not update properly. And so you wouldn't get any audio for your language that you used. And then, like, there was a lot of, like, optimization issues. Like, people with less, like, devices that were less than, like, NASA tier, basically, would have their PCs heating up to, like, 90 degrees. Right? Like, even if you turn settings to, like, only high. Right? Or, like, lower, even. And then there's, like, issues with, like, changing outfits, changing the color, like, changing the outfits that you're wearing. There's issues with, like, co-op mode. There's issues with, like, people couldn't even start the game at the start of the update. Like, they didn't have any QA whatsoever. Which is just, I don't know, I think it's really unfortunate. Prefer the original better. The new one seems like a very generic plot, which is kind of sad. I don't think the new plot is bad on its own. I just think the original was already, like, solid, and it was unique, and it was good. Like, that's kind of my thing. I just think it's, why did I do that? I just don't know why they did that. Need Madoka gacha game? I love the franchise, but dear god, I wouldn't recommend the game to anyone. Is the Destiny be addressing some things? What do you mean by that? I didn't know there's a Madoka gacha game. That's the first time hearing about it. Your technology makes dev complacent when it comes to performance and optimization. Absolutely. I do think that there's a lot of gacha games that suffer from this issue. But I think in-fold games especially are really bad about this. The Madoka gacha gets shut down in the West? That's crazy. Making fun of the Star Rail mod? Oh, that's crazy. That's really unfortunate. For such a beloved franchise too, that's rough. Multiple Madoka gachas, but they weren't very good. That makes sense. I feel like gacha games that are based off of an anime series or something like that tend to be pretty mediocre most of the time. I have a friend that's really into Uma Musume, and they're really worried because I think Crunchyroll was announced to be the Western publisher for the game, which is kind of worrisome for a lot of people. I eagerly wait the global release of Uma Musume. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I've heard that there's a lot of good things about Uma Musume, but I am a little worried for my friend. Epic Gacha is almost exclusively cash grabs. Yeah. Horse race betting, my beloved. I know my friend is really into optimizing into that game, but he's also just a huge horse girl stan. So, you know, I wish the best for all horse girl enjoyers. Yeah, that's all there is to say. Horse girl seems to be exciting. I don't know if I'll check it out. Probably not, because I'm already playing so many gachas, but... A fully loaded Burden Beast joins you! My boy! My little boy. That's bound to be a second prequel, yeah. Albeit, I didn't think Prequel was a very fun game to begin with, but... It is kind of rough what happened. Which lingerer is this? Whatever, can I just use that? I cannot use that. Well, I'll just take it, I guess. What could possibly go wrong? Whatever, what could possibly go wrong? Kaz Falls. I probably don't need to use skill 3 for this. I do want to use skill 3 though. I want to use skill 3 because then we get taunt. I'm gonna use skill 3. That's an insane stage. Oh, good thing we are on Wizardell skill 3 then, I guess. Ugh. The early animations are all dire. I think FGO was definitely terrifying, I think, for me. It started, the way FGO started that was really... Yeah, sure, that's definitely a tile you can be on. Oh. Not even Wizardell skill 3 can save you? Oh. Well, there's always hoping and pray. Oh. I kind of don't like the vibes of this already. What just happened? Am I a fool? Am I stupid? I must be. What am I missing? That's the only way he lives? I'm sorry. Am I cooked? I'm sorry. Absolutely not kill the slugs. What the heck is this aura thing, man? Huh? Oh, first thing I learned is that you should absolutely not kill the slugs. Oh. Oh, it's a bit too late for that now. The spikes usually have around them. Ah. Sponsored by 3 zone that is constant necrosis damage. Ah. Another map from the expansion. Ah. This game requires too much work. There's too much thinking required here. Let's take a look at the EX stages. Are they out yet? It's been an hour. I've been waiting for so long. Well. Oh wait, it says here. It's 12:11. It's out in 4 hours. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't be silenced? Well, it would have been nice to know that before, but anyway. I'm not waiting that long, sorry guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that you're here, but I'm not waiting 4 hours for the 4 EX stages. I don't have that much of a connection to that. So I guess we'll end the stream here. I guess we'll end it here. I don't know. It was fun talking. I should do more chatting streams because I think a lot of things and I don't speak words enough. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I talk less now that I've stopped streaming as often, which is weird because part of the reason I stopped streaming so often was because I was running out of things to talk about. And so I was like, oh yeah, if I just stream less, it'll be easier for me to talk more, but I guess not. Whatever. On stream regardless, thank you. I'm glad you guys joined me today. Have you guys had fun? There's a chance I'm streaming some more this weekend or like next week or whenever the heck. I need to finish Zenless's story and I need to do EX stages when that comes out later today, I guess. I asked a while back to use emulator GPG beta. I use an emulator. I use LD Player 9. I believe it's 9. It should be 9. But I'm really excited for when ARKNIGHTS PC comes out because I gotta play that. That's gonna be my go-to after beyond that. So yeah. So we'll do Zenless sometime this week. We'll do the EX stages again as well sometime this week. I don't know. Chances I do a Nikki stream are kind of low. As much as I want to play Nikki, I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable giving so much attention to the game when it's you know, like this right now. And that's all that there is. I hope to play Zenless more though, because I'm having a lot more fun lately. So that'll be pretty exciting. So yeah. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. Please keep an eye out for the next part of the ARKNIGHTS stuff that I'm putting out this weekend on Sunday. I'm also not streaming tomorrow because I'm going outside. So this is meant to replace that, but my bad, guys. And I'll see you guys around next week. So thank you guys for joining me. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys around. Bye bye. What?